In 3, 2, 1. First key of framing. This debate is not about whether or not people should move on or not be distressed by a bad experience from their past. I think this is very essential for everyone's psyche to stabilize. However, what we should be debating about is whether or not erasing all memories of a past relationship would be a better world for people who experience abuse, pain, etc. from their past. So first and foremost, it's a world reset motion. So meaning to say, government also needs to explain to us the incentives of doing so and how likely it's going to be happen. So first and foremost, the first incentive here is number one, the personal feelings and traumatic memories would be erased. It's a very very great biting bullet there for for the people. It's an easy coping mechanism because people, especially coming from a traumatic relationship or coming from a bad breakup, they are going to want to exit the sad feeling that they're going to forget. That's why they're going to much more likely to bite in on the memory removal mechanism. Even if they have, had a nice time with their lover or they have a nice relationship because they wanted catharsis because, having a past relationship or having a breakup is going to be hard. Even if it's going to be, a nice relationship, because of the mechanism, because they are desperate to release or remove the pain, they're much more likely to be incentivized to, even in the good relationships, to remove out their memories. So, what does erasing all memories of a past romantic relationship going to look like? This means that even happy moments will be removed. Same for every sad moments and traumatic moments are also going to be forgotten. And this is where I'm going to enter my first launch of POI, which I wanted PM to, to answer in order to further engage in this debate. Why is the category towards trauma and normal memories are going to be different? And it's going to explain it on my second layer here. The reason here is trauma is not going to be fully forgotten because is even it's a world reset motion, it's not going to remove or reset the whole psyche of a human being. Memories are surface level. They are mostly found into the surface level or the conscious level, and meanwhile traumatic memories and traumas are mostly associated with the subconscious due to a mechanism and psychology which we call regression. Actually, this kind of memory removing thing is actually existing already in status quo. Meaning to say, they are regressing by removing their physical and conscious memories. But the clincher here is, due to them having different levels of categories in the mind, what happened here is number one, even if you remove the memories itself, they're still going to release or feel the drawbacks from the trauma. So meaning to say, there's going to be unexplained trauma on why are you afraid of such thing. Meaning to say, even if you remove, how many times are you abused in the past, how many times he gaslighted you, or how many times your ex cheated on you, the trauma and the drawback are still going to be released because it's not going to fully remove the effects on it on your psyche. Next is, so what's the reason why it's going to be bad or why it's not going to be preferable at all? Because removing memories doesn't remove trauma itself, which is already proven, and even in the status quo, people already suffer selective memory loss. So meaning to say, it's really, happening the status quo and really didn't help it out. What happens if going to be a massive wave of, selectively removing or selective regression on which government tries to propose? Okay, POI accepted. Hello, accepted. POI go.
Anong Gcash mo? Bakit? Send ko.
First and foremost, the reason why it still exists is number one, because the cop wanted it. Second reason, because memories are different categorically from from the trauma itself. Scientifically speaking, as from what I already remember on my matter loading sessions. So meaning to say, what the burden is, if removing the conscious level memories or the conscious level only is going to be better in a world where you're going to remove the quick instances of lapses, while staying on the long-term lapses is going to be a preferable world or not, especially in moving on. So what is a world with when people retain their memories? Number one, people being able to learn from their past relationship. This looks like seeing their own red flags or how they did as a partner. On the extreme case that government was supposed, this also looks like remembering you being abused or how you abuse someone. These exact memories allow themselves to feel the surface guilt, sadness, loneliness of their past experience, and they will also feel the deeper level trauma which is engraved in their subconsciousness. The solvent here is simple, that even if they do struggle from remembering these memories, it still provides them the leeway to be wary and know the repercussions of being in a bad relationship. They also would have awareness about the red flags that they may see from a person. This is a good trade-off with regards to people feeling depressed or having mental issues, because we recognize the fact that both sides will still suffer the same mental instability throughout the speech that remains will still expand later in my speech. The reason why our side is better at mitigating this is the very least the victims have more capacity to recognize the reasons and get appropriate help either by reaching out to their loved ones or to a therapeutic professional. So better accountability and justice is going to be better on our end, because for people who committed abuses, it will be a harder way to evade guilt and accountability, because they retain the memories, meaning identifying evidence is far more easier. It will also not remove the surface level guilt that they will get, meaning to say, spotting the emotions and lapses are also going to be better off. So here's the main leeway of our first case. Memories are needed for accountability. Since this is what the world looks like in the world, the erasing of memories would somehow be normalized because it had low entry barriers and has high bullet impact. Now, why is this bad? Because, for example, trigger warning abuses. When someone experiences an abuse, the abuse can blackmail them as they know that removing memories are possible. What happens then is that the crime will be much harder to investigate or prove. This also creates a cycle of abuse, since it will be much harder to detect, and our vulnerable actors are often more prone to being worse. So how this happen practically? Why is your accountability exclusive on our side? On government, they needed to determine a better way to cross-check memories and facts, e.g. because there's a high risk of tampering on an important piece of evidence, memories. That is why reading the jurisprudence is important, because one of the strongest claims against abusive in a relationship is clear testimonies backed by collected hard evidence, e.g. timestamp, receipts, and memoirs. With a memory removal mechanism of government, the main reason on why personal statements are credited in courts and legislatives will be gone, and the impact here is simple. Regardless if the person took the memory erasure or not, their personal statements are no longer credited that highly, because the jurisprudence, the court will react in a way in order to protect further the sanctity of the court, regardless if you're guilty or not. They're going to act in a way that because there's a memory accountability here, tampering account here, they're not going to credit it much more better. Even if we take that they erase their memories after the court, the justice and legal system will still react systematically, because the main leeway of the court is to ensure there's no proper tampering of evidences. So mean to say, even if you wanted to give accountability or protection towards the marginalized actors here, that doesn't remove the fact that systematically speaking, it's going to make them harder to get justice in the name of the law. That's why we are proud to oppose here.